What is up, YouTube? That's here today. I'm back playing some more Pokemon Reg I 3v3 Battle Stadium Singles. We're actually going to be using a team I might be using in a Battle Stadium Singles tournament at the North American International VGC Championships. They held one of these tournaments at Worlds last year in Honolulu, and they might be hosting another one. I've heard talks about it as like a little side event for probably like 20 or 30 people at NAIC. And if they do, I'm thinking about playing this really cool anti-meta team that uses Will-O-Wisp Mewtwo. That's right, this is where you're learning that Mewtwo actually learns Will-O-Wisp. It's actually really cool tech. I think Mewtwo is underrated. I'm using Mewtwo in the main VGC event as well. If you guys want to see my team, think about checking out my main VGC channel linked in the description. If you guys want to see my Mewtwo team, I'm going to be entering in that tournament. But I figured I would go along with the theme, maybe use Mewtwo in like both of the tournaments because it's a pretty cool underrated mon. I think it's a lot of fun. And I think if you surround it with the right things like Tinglu and Scizor with like a good sash, Rayquaza to be able to like revenge KO and like resweep the game, it could be really nice. This is a fun team. It's very similar to the team that I took to the singles event at Worlds last year that features Tinglu, Ray, same AV Scizor, and then things like, Ditto to copy, and then like a good old-fashioned like Flutter Mane just to like pin things in the late game. I think it's a pretty cool team. I think the only real difference is I think I used Dozo over Mewtwo since that was for Reg G. But this Mewtwo set is like super bulky. We're able to actually like sit in front of like Koraidons and Pows, which are like some of the best leads in the game. Put up those wisps, weave in like Dark Pulse for cover, stuff like that, play a little bit of a longer game, and hopefully get some big wins with Mewtwo. I just want to say, I want to say thank you to everyone that's been dropping support on the singles videos. We've been making a bunch of really cool content. We've been making our Draft League content, 3v3 content. We're going to be continuing the Nuzlocke once I get back from NEIC, but if you guys have it in your heart to support and you're not already subscribed, maybe think about dropping a sub. We just hit like 1,100 subs on this channel. We got to get to 2K eventually, right? So if you guys want to see more Battle Stadium Singles content on YouTube and just more Pokemon content in general, think about dropping a sub on the channel. And without further ado, let's get right into these games. Wish me luck. Here we go. Alright, going up against Koraidon, Shadow Rider. I'm going to lead the Mewtwo here. I think Mewtwo's definitely viable here. It's probably not great into Chomp, but it's good into POW, like as we talked about a little bit earlier. It's good into Koraidon. Those are two of the matchups I'm actually trying to test against. It's probably not great into Tinglu, but I think if we bring the right mons like our Ditto in the back, we should have a lot of value. They're gonna get rocks up, so that makes me think I probably shouldn't even go into a game that incentivizes like, Ray or anything like that. I could try and get rocks back with our Tinglu. I think that Scizor is a decent middle ground. It pins their POW, it pins their Flutter, it pins their Shadow Rider. I think Scizor is probably pretty good here. Mewtwo, Ditto, Scizor, good to go. Let's see what they want to rock with. I think they're going to be weeding off with Garchomp. Garchomp or Tinglu, I would say. And our Mewtwo is absolute garbage into Tinglu, but we do have the Will-O-Wisp. So, like, we can just Wisp, maybe go out to Scizor, U-turn back to Mewtwo, and kind of wait out the Tinglu. That is a adaptation, to say the least. Did not expect to see the Mewtwo rip on turn, or sorry, the Shadow Rider rip off the bat. Maybe they just tried to check us, like, I will go for the Dark Pulse, bro. Don't act like I won't. But I want to copy this thing with Ditto. So it's like, I wonder if that's the right play. I mean, we have to. It sucks that like this was going to be the thing I wanted to like sweep the game with and copy. But that being said, I wonder if they have Tinglu in the back able to like cover up for people that are copying it with Ditto. We're just going to play this super standard, see what happens. And yeah, if we get some wins, that's pretty cool. Mewtwo versus Shadow Rider, El Clasico out here. This is a really bulky Mewtwo set as well. I think I talked about it just a little bit earlier, but we have like double dip Dark Terra. We don't have that much investment in special attack, but we still have enough to be able to break something like a Shadow Rider here. So they're thinking, I wonder if they're thinking about pivoting to Tinglu. That'd be able to block like a weird like Shadow Ball or Dark Pulse, which we are going for here. That being said, we're gaming. They're not terastallizing. Oh my gosh. Are you Sash too? I doubt. I doubt that like this is Sash, but leading with a Sash Shadow Rider is like a pretty solid lead. It kind of just blows the game open. It trades probably better than any other mon in the game in a 1-for-1 situation. But our Mewtwo is like super thick. Oh, that's Specs, right? That has to be Specs or like High Roll Orb. That's so much damage. Oof. Yeah, that looks like Specs to me. Cool. That is a restricted down. That's Mewtwo stonks. Wins up out here. Mewtwo looks so good on the Switch too, by the way. Wow. Okay, I think, yeah, this is my very first actual games on the Switch too, so it's running great. So let's see. What are they going to send out here? Tinglu? POW? POW's really good. I think we just pivot to Scizor. Scizor is just really solid into POW, so you pivot into Scizor here. Nice, nice. So the cool thing about Scizor here is if you go for like a fighting attack, it's neutral. Ice attack, it's resisted. We're going to be able to just like bullet punch into the POW. Sacred Sword. That's probably the best play for them. I'm going to bullet punch here. Ooh, wait, but they could just sucker punch me. Are you banded? That's a lot of damage. Like, that's a lot. I don't think that should have done that much. I think they might be banded. I'll bullet punch. Like, I think Feint would be good to break Sash, but like, what would be the way that I win if you sucker punch KO me? Because sucker punch is more damage. And we could go into like a Feint play where like, you know, I think you're banded. That was so much. Let's just see it. He's not. He's just adamant. We live though. I connect. That was like I think it's adamant POW, and that was a high roll on the Sacred Sword. And so right here they're like, fine, I just sucker punch again. It's like, bro. Oof. Bodied. Oh my gosh, that's such good tech. This is like the best game ever. Oh, dude, that Scizor set is cooking. Show me Last Month Flutter. Last Month Flutter. Last Month Flutter. I know it's going to be Karatum, but I want that Last Month Flutter. Show me Last Month Flutter. BP, baby. I wanted it. I wanted it too much. What is the play here? You just stick a bullet punch into it. I think that's fine. None of my other moves are good. I'm sure they're probably going to try and set up or do something, but like even if they go Dragon Dance or something crazy, we have a Ditto. The only thing I don't really want to see is sub. They still have Terra, which means like maybe I should have just knockoffed in case they were to go Fire Terra sub to block BP. If they do that, I'll take my L, but I already got like a lot of value. I killed a Shadow Rider, right? I broke that POW in half. I've actually heard people say that everyone's first games on the Switch 2 have been like wins. I wonder if that's just the case for everyone. Let me know in the comments, but like this is looking pretty nice for us. Big damage. That's not even enough to break a sub. SD, yeah, this is getting super dicey. If you have sub on that set, I will lose. I think we knock off and read Fire Terra. Don't go Fire Terra sub. Scale Shot. Awesome. Thank you. And we Ditto D's, bro. Last month's, of course, going to be the Imposter Ditto. Oh, man, this is such a good matchup for us. Yes. The only thing that we could lose to is some weird, like, Fairy Terra. Because they still have Terra as an option. But Ditto's going to come out and Ditto copies all of their stats, right? So that Scale Shot speed boost, that Swords Dance boost right there, it's all copied by Ditto. So let's see what your moveset is, Chief. You even have sub. Could you have played around this? He has sub, bro. Oh, that's so funny. All right, so I actually think, are you Fairy Terra? This is a hard. I think I'm gonna Iron Head, because they have a defense drop. I think they're Fairy. That's why they have Iron Head. I'm gaming. I don't care if I lose the game for this. Oh, show me Fairy. Make this the best game I've ever seen in my life. Don't go Fire. Steel. Oh, that's bad. Well, I mean, Iron Head can still flinch. We might lose now, though. Because that's going to resist. Hey, you know what? I had a good run. Flinch it, though. Flinch it. Nah, never lucky. GG's. GG's. This guy had the set, man. He had the sub, too. Oh, my gosh. He had the sub, too. Looks like I don't win my first game on the Switch. The only way we win here is if you go for Scale Shot and you miss. Maybe I should have went for Pivot in Mewtwo, let them get another Scale Shot proc, see if they Terra it into what they Terra it into, and then brought back. So we actually could have won this one, I think. I don't think they were going to sub in front of us. Scale Shot wasn't the play there either, because I don't have like a loaded dice. They obviously have a loaded dice. If you miss a Scale Shot, bro, we're cooking. Yeah, Iron Head's the right play, but I might live this. We're 212, 124. Yeah, we got bodied here. Bodied. The Steel Terra was too much. Almost had it with Mewtwo. But that Karaidon set absolutely cooked us in the late game. Bro, is that a Mewtwo mirror match? Bro, I'm cooking it. Let's go, Mewtwo. I'm locking it in. Mewtwo mirror match. Okay. I don't know if their mons are that good to copy here. I think a really good mon here to be a lead with would be probably something like Scizor. I think Scizor could have a lot of value. That being said, Mewtwo's fine. I don't think it's like amazing. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna lead Tinglu. I'm gonna bring the Mewtwo, and then maybe just close out with Ray. That's probably fine. I'm afraid of Dashbun, actually. That's a kind of a niche mon. You don't really see all that often. Ting Lu should be fine, even if they want to lead off with something like Kyurem. I don't think we need, like, Scizor to break that. I think Mewtwo can actually deal with Kyurem pretty well. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but we're not going to let them set up. I think if we see the Kyurem, we don't even go for the rocks. We just rip straight into a Whirlwind. Maybe we even go with, like, a Terra or something, because, like, I can't let them, like, Dragon Dance and start setting up with that thing. That would be how we lose. The idea is, I think they're going to lead off with something like Mamoswine, maybe even Scrafty to hard pin our Mewtwo off the rip. And I'm going to try and get up rocks and then just pivot out or go into like Whirlwind play until Ting Lu's gone. And then from there, try and bring out the Mewtwo ready to just close out. That's how we want to play this one. But I think they have a really cool team. They have Kyurem and Mewtwo. Like, their team has almost as much sauce as mine. Like, Kyurem and Ray. Oh, man. Let's see what happens here. Jump up. Jump up, great lead. Not as good as it is in VGC, right? But still viable. Like, you can go U-turns, sleep powders, kind of set up everything that you kind of need here, but I'm not that afraid of a jump bluff. And if they want to go for like, what is that, cotton, whatever, +3 defense move, we just Whirlwind it out, right? So we're going to rock, so you can taunt. I think jump bluff also gets taunt. Screens jump bluff. Okay, it's going to be one of these games, huh? Okay. Rocks are up. Now let me think. I could Whirlwind here, and they know that I want to Whirlwind here, so they might taunt. I'm actually just going to rip a Throat Chop this turn and then do stuff. Awesome. Absolutely fine. Encore is a good play. So Encore screens. I wonder if they even have U-turn. I do not mind pivoting in Rayquaza. That is a good Pokemon. We already got our rocks up. You can pivot in the Mewtwo. Actually, Mewtwo's not bad either. No, I'll pivot in Mewtwo, actually. I don't want to lose my Sash on my Ray. I don't want to lose it. Like, if I pivot in Ray and they U-turn me, that would suck so bad. They'd break my Sash and get a repin on me. Definitely not what I'm looking for here. We're just going to go Mewtwo. I'll take a U-turn. Like, what else are you going to do? Like, Giga Drain me, bro? Like, it's Mewtwo time. Memento. That's fair. They're going to Memento a Ting Lu. This is actually fine, because, like, our Mewtwo's main goal against this team, because they're trying to go into Kyurem and get set. That is how this team is supposed to work, I think. And then it's going to be, like, a loaded dice set with, like, you know, Icicle Spear and stuff like that. That's what I'm assuming, right? There's the Kyurem. I'm a big burn this guy. Big burn. Burn, baby, burn. I'm using Mewtwo. Get burned by Will-O-Wisp. Support Mewtwo. Oh, he's going Terra. You got that Fire Terra, baby? No way you got Fire Terra. No way you're playing around Will-O-Wisp Mewtwo. Unless you are also using Will-O-Wisp Mewtwo, so you know. No, he's Electric Terra. Dude, what if we pivoted back to Ting Lu? What if? Electric Terra is one of the coolest Terras on Kyurem, by the way. It's really, really cool. Hit that Wisp. Oof. Oof. Big sad now. Who's mementoed now, bro? Huh? Let's see it. No one berry, no one berry. Okay. DD. Whew. Yeah. So Ray should be able to do, like, good damage here. Like, Mewtwo's doing fine. I think I'm just going to Psy Strike it, even though I'm at -2. Actually, I can just go back into the Ting Lu. Bring out Mewtwo when it's not all sad and stuff. And Mewtwo's going to dip out, come right back. And I'm going to laugh they go for a Fusion Bolt this turn. You Icicle Spear, I don't care. It's still going to do a lot. Icicle Spear would do a ton, but, like, this is fine. Dragon Dance again. Bro, he cooking. I'm gonna flip on my Terra and go for a Whirlwind, because, like, I don't want to deal with that. Nope, we're not dealing with that. Not today. You still have the jump up. You still got, like, actually, you don't jump up and Memento. It should have just U-turned, bro. You could have just actually U-turned. It would have been fine. I don't think I die if I flip on the Terra. So, and I really like Ghost Terra on Ting Lu. It makes us lose that fighting weakness against things like Koraidon. I don't think they're going to make a read and go for... I don't even know what... You get, like, Crunch? I don't think Kyurem Black gets any moves that really punish this. Shadow Claw, Lamau. It's going to be Icicle Spear. Yeah. And we are gamers. I don't even know if we needed a Terra here, because they're going to hit 5 hits, because I'm assuming they're loaded dice, like we said. Alright, so it looks like we did need to Terra, because you hit 5. Yep, we needed a Terra. So the big Whirlwind here. All those juicy boosts gone. Dunzo, ripped. And then I can Earthquake you when I feel like it. I just didn't want to Earthquake and have that not KO, and then that's how we lose the game, right? I want to see what you got working on over here. Scrafty. So Rayquaza just wins the game. Trying to think of what we need to do here. I'm going to stick a little bit of damage here. Is it worth it to go for like a Whirlwind here? I'll just Earthquake. It's fine. You're going to get a KO anyways. Take that Rocky Helmet tick, though. Big Rocky Helmet. Yeah, maybe an orb too? No, it's not orb though. It would have it would have done more damage. We'd have been gone. Big EQ. Love to see that. And so what we're going to do here is just Whirlwind again. If they want to do something weird like a recovery play, like sometimes you see rest on Scrafties with like something else. But yep, we just punish it. Keep them honest. Come out with Ray and go, you know, Dragon's Descent. Dragon's Descent's really bad into their Kyurem, actually. Really bad. I'd have to hit a scale shot into Kyurem. That's fine, though. I can do that. I guess I can E-Speed. I think I have E-Speed on this set. Yeah, we do. Dragon's Ascent. I mean, I guess I could just Dragon's Ascent. Dragon's Ascent is more damage into Kyurem that's like, what is it, electric typing, than E-Speed is. That's so ridiculous. Because it's a 120 stab, goes up to 180, and then cut in half is 90, which is 10 base power stronger. So yeah, I'll just Dragon's Ascent. I don't want to miss a scale shot. Like, I really don't want to do that. That would be the L, I think. Because, like, at least if we're doing it this way, we should be able to get 2 hits off. If they want to go for an Icicle Spear, they'll never be able to break the Mewtwo. We come in and just Side Strike out. So yeah, Dragon's Ascent's the right play, just sticking some damage, potentially putting them within range for getting killed by Burn. And if they go for a Dragon Dance, we just E-Speed from here. Love it. Love it. Show me that dance. Dance and shoes. Icicle Spear, good play. So Mewtwo's going to have to close this one out, but we already know Mewtwo's faster. And, yeah, we're going to be able to close this one out. We're able to bounce back. Get some big wins with Mewtwo. They should have brought their Mewtwo. I don't know why they were so scared. I think it was the Tinglu. I think it was the Tinglu that scared them off. But Mewtwo kind of busted. And let's come out. Let's use the Side Strike. Let's see what the Side Strike animation looks like in all of the glory of the Switch 2. Here we go. I'm going to movie mode this one. Big Side Strike Mewtwo. Let's go. Oh, that looks so amazing. Oh, I love the way that looks. Mewtwo is like the coolest Pokemon anyone's ever seen, right? Holy moly. Big Mewtwo wins up. And Kyurem Black goes down for the count. Let's continue climbing the ladder. See what the future brings us. Alright, Zacian, Tinglu, Shadow Rider. Really good team. I'm going to leave Mewtwo into this, I think. I think this is fine. I think Scizor is also like a viable Mon here. I think they're going to be bringing Ogerpon. And so I'm going to bring these 3. I think Ditto is really, really good, though, here. Oh, but they're not going to let me win with Ditto, I don't think. Am I wrong? There's no way they'll let me win with Ditto. Like, actually, the right play would be something like Tinglu, Ditto, Scizor. Or Tinglu, Ditto, Ray. That's not bad. Actually, Tinglu Ditto Scizor is really good. This is one of those things where, like, I think they'd be really cool to use Mewtwo. We've already shown it. It already technically works. But these kind of just say, I win. Like, straight up. I get rocks up to break your sashes. I Ditto copy you, and then I close you out. I don't think their team's going to have enough tech. But, oh, they have the Tinglu to copy. You know what? Let's just be gamers. Let's do that first thing I said I wanted to do. I like this play. I think it's fine. I don't think we need Ditto here. I feel like if we go for the Ditto and we copy the Shadow Rider, a good player would go into Tinglu. So I'm going to give our opponent some credit. And let's see what they want to do. Plus, you guys like seeing Mewtwo. I like seeing Mewtwo. You don't have to use Ditto every game, right? Tinglu lead versus Mewtwo. So you can get up your rocks. I think that's fine. Oh, I led Scizor on accident. This is actually a better lead for us because we can just U-turn. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Ooh, we can just U-turn into Ray. Yeah. That's actually really nice. That way we don't have to lose our rocks, or lose our sash, if you just rocks me. I really like that. I thought I was leading Mewtwo here to get the burn. But Scizor's a great lead into things like POW as well. Yeah, Scizor's really good here. I wonder what they're going to do about it. Are you going to riff a Terra turn 1? Like, can you go Ghost Terra just like I do, and then I'll Dark Pulse you to, you know, Kingdom Come with a Mewtwo? The pivot, bro. Okay. He's scared. He's scared of Banded Scizor. Is this Zacian? Shadow Rider, bro. We are cooking. Okay. Yeah. Love that for us. Okay. Now the question here is Mewtwo or Ray. I think that Ray is actually a little better. But at the same time, I don't really have a good check to Zacian with like the rest of my team. I actually need my Ray. So, no, you know what? I can go Ray. If I can go Ray here and bait your Astral, I win the game. Man, imagine if a board where I had like Ditto here too. That'd be really nice. Yeah, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try the DD. I don't know if they pivot Zacian. We're going to find out today. We're going to learn today. Ting-Lu Shadow Rider. They're going Terra. Bro, don't go with Terra. They can get E-speeded, bro. That'd be bad. Oh, this is bad. Abort mission. Are you really training kissing me, bro? You're not Astral? Damn. This is a good Astral though or that's a good training kiss from them though, because like they don't know if I have my Ting-Lu either. Oh, I'm not normal Terra either. I'm flying. Why did I even do that? I tried to block Astral and I'm like, I would go flying Terra. Oh man, almost. Flying Terra is great though. Flying Terra's a lot of damage. I mean, we still did the right play, which is going for Dragon Dance. I wanted to keep my Sash intact, but I guess I didn't need to Terra. Lamau. I mean, I would take more damage losing that Dragon weakness. They got less health. Misplaying outplay. Straight up misplaying outplay. That's why I get playing like 30 teams in 1 week. Right? But I should be able to get the KO here with Dragon's Ascent. This is +1. Oh, that's a pivot. Okay. This you cannot pivot Zacian in on this Ascent. So you can't pivot in Ting-Lu either. Yeah, that's a 2-shot. I don't care if you got like 8 Rocky helmets on, like you gone, bro. You done, bro. And now that your Shadow Rider's Fairy Tale, like Scizor just comes and kind of claps it, right? Bruh. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Citrus. Okay, I gotta do it again. I was gonna say I might be able to weave in a scale shot here, but no, we're fine. Do it again. Rayquaza, best Pokemon confirmed. Best Pokemon confirmed. Dragon's Ascent. Yeah, so I actually think I'm just going to Dragon's Ascent their Zacian. They're going to KO us. And then Scizor's going to come in and pin their Zacian with Bullet Punch. And then from there, we're just going to close out with Scizor into the Shadow Rider. That seems like the idea. Maybe I try and come in with Mewtwo instead of the Scizor, because like Whisk could be really good into Zacian, but we'll see. I'm just going to throw this damage into Zacian if they have it. Oh, they do not have Zacian, right? Maybe they're trying to make it so I can't copy Zacian with Ditto as easy. I don't know. Like this should be game though. Actually, we don't know if we're faster than Shadow Rider. I was gonna say, are they scarfed? I was gonna say, are they scarfed? I should have E-speeded there. That was pretty obvious. I should have not fallen for that. But that being said, Scizor is great here. Scizor still works. I should have seen that one coming. That was such an obvious bait. It's okay. What's the last mon name in the back? Is it Zacian? It's hard to say. Like, Zacian should be able to pivot in on this and still pin me, but like we'll see. I wonder if the right play is just to let this guy go down. Okay, they're trying to save it. Like, yeah. So what if the last mon is something that checks like Scizor or Mewtwo? I lose if it's like Fire Pond maybe. Damn it. All right, that's gonna be rough. This is gonna be a hard fought rest of this match because that ain't doing anything. Okay, and I can't burn it. I guess I could try and put it within range for like, maybe if I Psy Strike High Roll, or maybe if I want to go for like a Dark Pulse Flinch. Let's see how much damage we can take from this Cudgel. If we take like less than half, that's great, but I don't think they're going to do a lot. They're going to do a lot here. That's about half. It might be a low roll though. I'm just going to rip the Psy Strike, do my absolute best here. Ooh, they could like win the game by pivoting to Shadow Rider though, right here. Let's see it though. Ah, they're faster than me too. Oof. Live. 16 Mewtwo! Crit, Psy Strike! Let's go! Nice. We win. We didn't even get a crit, right? That's just a KO. Like, that's just a KO. That's a full speed, like, Jolly Ogerpon. We don't even have that much in special attack. Like, that's the value of Psy Strike right here. Holy moly. That's why we use Psy Strike over Psychic, right? Ogerpon is not... People like to think it's kind of bulky, but, like, it's not. And then we should be able to win with Scizor here. We really should be able to just win with Scizor. Bullet Punch is a pretty good move. And hopefully you can KO that Shadow Rider that went Fairy Terra. Astral's here. That's their second Astral, but this is a pressure tick as well. They might only have one left if they didn't PP max it. I'm surprised we won this one. They brought the exact mons to beat us. And I'm so glad I didn't go into a Ditto board. Like, they had, like, Ogerpon, Ting-Lu. Like, that would have been really bad. So, Ditto was not the play. Scizor, the veteran, closing things out here. Scizor and Mewtwo, best friends till the end. Please go away. I don't know how bulky you are, but, like, bruh, done so Scizor's so good. I was on the fence between using Scizor or King Gambit on this team. Let me know what you think is better. I think Scizor is still a little bit better than King Gambit, just because we see things like that Shadow Rider, and having that super effective priority Steel move is more important than a super effective Dark move that's priority, at least in my opinion, for Battle Stadium singles. Okay, Koraidon, Zacian, Flutter. I'm actually going to lead Ditto here. I know that looks really weird. I don't mind the lead Ditto here. I want them to know that I have Ditto, and I want to be able to punish the Koraidon right off the rip and maybe get a Terra out of it. From there, I think that like Rayquaza is really good. And then I'm looking at Mewtwo. I don't really think we need Mewtwo here. Mewtwo would be good in Zacian, but they're not leading Zacian, right? They're not. And if they do, we let Ditto, right? We're fine. I'm looking at Fluttermane, and I think Fluttermane could be good here. It's better than Tinglu. We don't really need Tinglu in this matchup. Scizor is usable. I'm going to go Flutter here for this one, though. And I think that Fluttermane is going to be better at closing out a runaway Koraidon, because I think Koraidon's going to be the mon we actually need to check. And it's weird that they have Koraidon and Azumarill. I really am surprised to see an Azumarill on that squad. Let's see what they got here. Koraidon off the rip. I need to know everything about your set. Do you have sub? Right? Are you U-turn? Is it Flare Blitz? Like, what are we doing here? Just show me what you're working with here. And I'm trying to play a little bit of open team sheet, if I can. So Imposter's going to go up. Show me your set. And I'm you, but Scarf. So, like, if you don't blow your Terra, like, see, I'm trying to get their Terra off the board right now. So you have Swords Dance. All right, so you do not have sub. Right, so like I can just full send this Scale Shot right here. I can full send it. You can go into a Terra, but I don't know what. You're probably a Fire Terra set. Do I make a read and think you're just going into Zacian? It would just like win me the game, right? Because like you don't have subs. Then I just pivot out, come back in once you set up. Yeah, I'm gonna make that play. I'm gonna make that play. I'm gaming. Show me Zacian. Show me Zacian. Uh-oh. Fire Terra? That's fine. We don't need Ditto in this matchup. We do not. And we got their Terra off the board. Awesome. Terra accomplished. Fluttermane can just power gem the heck out of this thing. So that's great. Problem is Fluttermane's bad into Zacian. And now I have no checks for their Zacian. I mean, I have a Ray. Yet misses. Dude got cooked. Scale Shot. Bro, Scale Shot D's. I'm going to save my Ditto for Zacian, bro. That's sometimes lucky. We take those. Alright. Dude, Scale Shot sucks. Hate that move. Alright, here we go. Scale Shot. Scale Shot, though. Oh! That's great. Alright, so if it's Zacian that comes in ever, we also want to taunt the Zacian so it can't sub. But yeah, I'm just going to Power Gem. Should be able to get the KO. Thanks for the Terra. Appreciate it. Pivot out for Zacian. Thinking about it. Just thinking about it. Muck. I'm taunting the heck out of that, bro. I don't want to deal with this thing. That's not a thing we're dealing with here. I'm sure you got... Oh, no lefties either. That's weird. I'm not playing whatever game you think we're doing. Like, nope. Break the wrist, walk away. Okay. Not gonna have this one. Minimize? Knock off. That's great. I got a booster, but, like, it sucks I can't use it. Hold on. You can't knock off a booster energy? I didn't know that. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Huh. Today, learning has been done. I figured you could knock it off. Shadow Sneak is the KO. Yeah, I mean, that's a cool set. I didn't know that you couldn't knock that off at all. Like, I had no idea. Because booster energy would have activated right here. Let's see what the right play is here. They are taunted. They have knockoff. Like, I can just send a crap ton of damage his way with Ray. I think that, like, Dragon's Ascent will get the KO. And I can keep Zacian honest long enough to where it can't ever sub, and I should be able to just win out like that. Like, if I copy the Zacian or the Koraidon again, I win. That means I have to go for a Terra here. I'd like to be able to pop this Muck in the face. And well, I wonder if they're going to Shadow Sneak or just Knockoff. Knockoff's good. I can go, I do think, though, that I don't want to get Knockoffed and not do damage this turn. I need to do damage and put them low enough to where E-Speed finishes off. That's what we need. I'm happy to see a pivot, honestly. Like, Zacian is not the check that you think it is right here. Koraidon ain't either, bro. I wonder if he knows that, like, Ditto's, like, sauced up, ready to go. So this guy's gone. What if I Dragon Danced it? That would have been sick. So the Muck wants to do something weird. It wants to use support moves. Maybe I just pivot in Ditto and copy into their Muck? Because, like, what do they even have as their item? Is it, like, a berry or something? It might be Rocky Helmet Muck. I wonder if their last mon is, it wouldn't be a Azumarill either because they just set the sun. Yeah, let's see. So there's something weird going on. But I'm thinking about using Ditto to copy the Muck. Because, like, I wonder if they have Minimize is what I'm actually kind of looking at. And we would lose the game. Let's Flutter. This is fine. I'm trying to think. I bet they're sashed. It's fine. I have no other outs, right? That's a weird zoom in on Flutter right there. Oof. That's spexed. That's spexed. I was at -1 sped F, but like that's still spexed. And let's see it. Now let's see what the Muck has. We know it has Shadow Sneak. Look at me without my normal Terra. Can I 1v1 their Muck with a Muck? See, because what I'm thinking about here is if I get knocked off, I'm going to copy. I don't care. I want to see what they got. I'm not just going to stand and get Shadow Sneaked. I don't want to show E-Speed yet. I don't think there's a way I can time them even though I have 2 Mons. But that being said, like, let's see. I want to see your set. You've shown Shadow Sneak, Knockoff. What else do you got? Yep. That ain't doing it. Maybe I can knock off him. Drain Punch. Huh. It's AV. Okay. Okay. I haven't lost yet then. Honestly, I haven't. My best play might be something like that. Honestly, I don't need to knock off their item. It just gives me health back for the next like 3 or 4 turns. Like, I'm down. Yeah, I think I win with E-Speed. You can Drain Punch me back here, and we can just play this little Drain Punch game. I wish I had my Ghost Terra Lamau. But I think that... it's hard to say, right? It's hard to say. I have a lot less HP, so, like, I get, like... They get less HP than I'm dealing, right? They're taking good chunks, and then the E-Speed from Ray is actually going to do a lot. Yeah, this is what a weird game, right? I think unless I get like crit or something weird happens, I should be able to win with Ray with E-Speed. Don't crit me here. Yeah, crit me here where you get a big heal would be really bad. This is peak gaming, by the way. So next one I should go down. And they should be within range for E-Speed. He's like, why isn't he restoring any health? Oh yeah, that's a high roll on my end too. Maybe I get one more turn. Get a struggle. The struggle's about to be real out here. Oh, I get one more turn. I might just win with just Ditto. Bro, I swapped it on Ditto and Drain Punch outvalued you with my lower HP. Give me the crit. Crit. Crit time. He's going to Shadow Sneak us, but like, yeah, good play, good play. It's fair. I think that we win with Ray, right? I don't know how strong your Alolan Muck is, but like, this is a full health Rayquaza. Sorry, this is a full attack Rayquaza. And maybe I don't get it though. It's hard to say. They're healthy. But, like, if Muck was using Drain Punch, which was a weaker move than E-Speed, now we got this, bro. E-Speed these, please. Oh, yeah, we take those. Rayquaza busted. My favorite restricted for singles play coming in hot. We didn't use Mewtwo in this last game, but we managed to win out. Pretty good stuff. We take those wins all the way to the bank, guys. I just want to say thank you so much for watching all the singles content we upload on YouTube. We have some really cool draft content going. We're going to get back to the Nuzlocke once I get back from NAIC, but yeah, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone that watches all this amazing singles content. There's more down the pipeline. We're going to make it some 6v6 singles again relatively soon, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys think this is the team that I should be using at NAIC if they host a singles event. Remember, I got second place at the World's Singles event last year in Honolulu. And if they have one at NAIC, I'd love to play this team as well. I think it's pretty fun. I could probably play something a little bit more meta with like POW and other stuff like that, but Rayquaza and Mewtwo are cool, and we have the tools to outvalue things like the Koraidons, disincentivize those Zacians like we saw here. So I think this team could be a lot of fun to play. Let me know if you think I should play it in any single side events, and other than that, peace out. I'll see you guys next time.